Good evening and welcome to the second edition of News Tonight. It's me, Michael Jordan Lukomwa. Elizabeth Nakakoni will join us in just a few seconds on your screen. Let's start with a look at the top stories. President Museveni says the biometric electric voting system will ensure no rigging in the 2026 elections. Buganda Katikkiro Charles Peter Mayiga advises youth to exercise their democratic rights during elections. Traffic Directorate launches an Operation Arrive Alive to ensure road safety during the festive season. Yes, we thank you so much for watching and thank you so much for keeping it with us as well. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has reiterated that the 2021 general elections' poor performance of the NRM party in Buganda was a result of voter rigging by the opposition parties. He was addressing his first rally in Buganda in Mubende district. Museveni said that the biometric electronic voting system in the 2026 elections will ensure a smooth exercise.
After spending months traversing different parts of the country soliciting for votes, the NRM presidential candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has on Monday, 15th December 2025, finally entered the central region. Museveni has entered the central region through Greater Mubende, which is part of the wider Buganda. On his first day of the trip, candidate Museveni has received a heroic reception at Kasambia Catholic Grounds in Mubende district. The Monday evening campaign rally has also received the attendance of the first National Vice Chairperson, Alhaji Moses Chigongo, the second National Vice Chairperson, Aneta Ntamong, Vice Chairperson for Buganda, Haruna Chiunekasolo, and other big shots.
Basanyufu nnyo okusalawo otandikire campaign za Buganda wano mu Mubende ng'ate Mubende erina ekyafaayo.
Ssebo w'ekitiibwa President, enkuba ebasanze wano tewali n'omwavuddewo nga bakulindirira.
We have some of these candidates who are standing, who are saying that on 15th, before even the votes are counted, they should go to the street. I want you to ask yourself, where are the children of those people? They are children in America. For you, they want you to go to the street, whereas their children are in air conditioned in America. So I want to warn you, don't allow to be misled.
Others present included ministers Judith Nabakoba, Peter Ogwang, and Evelyn Anite.
Atebana Kasambia wano wori bayina kye bakusaba bakusabidde ebbanga eddene nnyo emyaka nga 15 President wa Basabuza district ye Kasambia Mubende nnene nnyo.
Ntamong reiterated the need to have a peaceful election process.
We are not going to give this country to jokers.
Museveni's address began by saluting the brave supporters who were not shaken by the evening Monday downpour.
Mugumidde enkuba ne bakubira wano kati bano abatuzanyirako bwe banaalaba ebifaananyi mulemere mu nkuba bagenda kudduka buddusi.
With many insinuating about the poor performance of the NRM party in Buganda in the previous elections, pegging it on the support decline in the area, Museveni is however quick to dispute the narrative by pointing at the massive voter manipulation by the opposition.
Kino kye bagamba nti Buganda yawagira opposition olwayita si kituufu nze nkimanyi baba obululu obukadde 2,700 ekizibu kyali kyaffe aba NRM okutakuuma kalulu bulungi.
According to the president, this time round the opposition will encounter a mountain ahead as digitalization of the voting system will close up all the gaps.
Ati twakyusa okulonda tugenda kukozesa ekinkumu tulina okukakasa ekinkumu kya buli muntu.
Regarding gaps and delays in service delivery in Greater Mubende, Museveni partly blames it to poor planning and choice of leaders.
Ekireese okukererwa okwo be bantu be mutusindikira in Parliament.
While in Mubende, the president announced plans to elevate lower-level health centers and education institutions to much better standards.
Kuza Kasambia Health Center 3, eye Kasambia, efuuke Health Center 4.
On issues related to land, mainly evictions, President Museveni pledges to put more emphasis.
Ekigambo ekyo kya land fund tugenda kukyongeramu amaanyi tusasule ba landlords ab'ebibanja basigale mu ttaka lyabwe.
The Naroom protection of the gains message will be preached in the districts of Chankwas and Kiboga on Tuesday, 16th December 2025, as Museveni advances his campaign in Greater Mubende area.
Ate tewaliwo agenda kutabula emirembe egyo. Waliwo abazanyazanya naye mbakakasa omunyankole alina olugero olugamba erikwenda kufegireeta.
Robert Onyango, UBC News.
The Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, has tasked newly decorated officers of the Uganda People's Defense Forces to lead by example, uphold professionalism and remain loyal to the command. A total of 35 senior and general officers have been decorated at the UPDF headquarters in Mbuya, Kampala, where the CDF also commended officers' spouses for their support throughout their service. Muhoozi has also reaffirmed that the 2026 elections will be conducted transparently, urging voters to peacefully return home after casting their ballots.
The brass band, stand by.
Uganda People's Defense Forces has promoted 788 officers across different ranks from lieutenant to lieutenant general. The peeping ceremony was held at the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs headquarters in Mbuya, Kampala.
And from the people of Uganda, you must now demonstrate even higher levels of discipline, mentorship, sacrifice, exemplary performance, and cadreship, ideological orientation, and commitment to duty. The institution expects you to provide vision, to build unity, to resolve challenges, formulate policy and strategies, and to prepare the new generation of leaders.
Among those promoted include 2 Lieutenant Generals, that is Lieutenant General Jack Bakasumba, the Chief of Joint Staff, and Lieutenant General Francis Okello, the Pioneer Commander of the National Defense College. These have commended the President of the Republic of Uganda, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of the UPDF, for recognizing their efforts.
Promotions in the UPDF are not accidental, nor are they ceremonial milestones. They are anchored in our values, our tradition, our institutional expectations. Promotions are granted because the officers have shown exceptional discipline, ideological clarity, patriotism, loyalty, professionalism, training and leadership development, competence, and consistent dedication to serving our country.
8 Major Generals have also been decorated, and among them include Major General James Chinarwa, the Joint Staff Human Resource Management of the UPDF, Major General Charles Byanyima, the Commandant, Motorized Infantry Division, Major General Christopher Damulida, the Director Crime Intelligence of the Uganda Police Force, and among the Brigadier Generals is Pade Ankunda, the former UPDF spokesperson.
The message from CDF was very clear. It's not just change of ranks, but it's a recognition of more work to come, and we're prepared for it.
The Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, has tasked the promoted officers to mentor junior officers, remain loyal and disciplined, and acknowledged the role played by soldiers' spouses throughout their military careers.
Our family support makes our work possible. In the same vein, your teams will now look to you for wisdom and solutions. You are tasked not just with command, but with mentorship.
General Muhoozi Kainerugaba also highlighted progress in the construction of the defense headquarters and stated that the UPDF referral hospital is now providing health services.
We are going to have a very beautiful defense headquarters. Enough of this small list. So we are moving to those beautiful buildings you see coming up. In the new year, our National Referral Hospital is already operational, although only the outpatient department for now.
14 colonels, including one female senior officer, were also decorated. Meanwhile, 672 second lieutenants who successfully completed their probation period were elevated to full lieutenants. Their decorations will be conducted at their respective service headquarters across the country, with other 30 lieutenant colonels, 17 majors, and 34 captains.
On the other hand, the Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, has urged security agencies to remain alert, especially in this period of the election. He has urged political actors to adhere and follow the Electoral Commission guidelines to ensure safety for all.
We appeal to citizens to cast their votes peacefully and go home, not to hang around the polling stations. The vote counting and tallying process will be transparent and is done in the open. Each individual candidate's agents will be present, and these include presidential, the directly elected MPs, and women MPs. That is on the 15th of January, 1 month from now. Local and international election observers will also be present, and so will the media. So there is no need for people to hang around saying they are protecting votes. The process is transparent.
General Kainerugaba adds that there will be heightened scrutiny during the electoral process, and anyone attempting to cause trouble will be dealt with using all tools at the Army's disposal.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is important to safeguard the peace we have and never take it for granted. This is because sustainable peace and security is the foundation for the rapid development we are witnessing.
Ugandans will go to the polls on the 15th of January 2026, starting with the President and the members of Parliament. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News at the UPDF headquarters.
Buganda Kingdom has asked politicians to remain united and carry out all the activities while prioritizing the interests of the country. These remarks were made by the Katikkiro of Buganda, Charles Peter Mayiga, while meeting members of the National Unity Platform led by their party president, also presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, who paid a courtesy visit to the Katikkiro and the administration at Mengo.
Buganda's Kingdom headquarters, Bulange Mengo, received National Unity Platform presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu on the visit to the Katikkiro Charles Peter Mayiga. Kyagulanyi arrived at Bulange and was received by various ministers from Mengo and then led into the Katikkiro's office where they held a closed-door meeting. They later addressed the people who had gathered within the Bulange compound. Katikkiro Charles Peter Mayiga stated that the kingdom will support a politician who respects their heritage and understands the wishes of Ugandans.
A politician who respects our kingdom and our heritage, a politician who respects the wish of the people of Buganda to be governed under a federal system of government, a politician who respects our land rights and claims, a politician who is interested in the economic and social well-being of our people, a politician who endeavors to keep us united, is the kind of leader we would like to do business with.
Mayiga advised youth to participate in the election process and exercise their rights and choose leaders of their choice and use social media platforms responsibly.
The youth and their men in NUP should participate in the political processes of the country, should vie for leadership. However, young people should be open to learning the intricacies of leadership, especially with regard to the relations they build with the different stakeholders. The internet Social media should only be used to enhance our opportunities, but not to character assassinate those we may not disagree with.
Katikiro also condemned the conduct of some security personnel who violate the rights of citizens during the campaign trail and called upon the government to take action for the country to have a peaceful election.
I urge government to ensure peaceful elections without bullets, tear gas, or canes. Violence breeds violence, and it can create a wave that engulfs everyone. And there should be strict observance of and adherence to the law.
The NUP presidential candidate Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu commended the Katikiro for speaking frankly about issues that affect citizens.
Newebale kubanga muvumu na kutuzanga mu maanyi buli wetuulira amaloboozi agava embuga nga gayimiridde wamu n'abantu ba Kabaka n'abantu ba Buganda n'abantu ba Uganda naffe kituzaamu amaanyi.
NUP leaders, led by leader of opposition Joel Senyonyi, pledged to advocate for the issues of Buganda.
Ate zino temusaba nti babaweeku zino zaffe za Buganda ensonga ezo tukyaziriko nnyo ddala.
Chagulanyi was accompanied by party leaders, including members of parliament, parliamentary aspirants, mayors, councillors, and supporters. Chagulanyi later proceeded for his campaign trail in Lubaga Division. Cayenne, Faith, and Andrew Sebida for UBC.
Yes, from Mengo, he proceeded to Rubaga, where he campaigned in Rubaga Division, Kampala districts, ahead of the upcoming general elections. Addressing residents there, Chagulanyi, together with party leaders from Kampala and Rubaga, pledged to deliver better public services and inclusive leadership without discrimination.
The National Unity Platform presidential candidate Robert Chagulanyi was received in Rubaga Division amidst cheers and chanting party slogans. The NUP leader held two rallies at Wankulukuku in Rubaga South and Namongona in Rubaga North. Performances by artists energized the rallies.
Tugenda sikola kasasiro tugenda muno mutayo amasomero tugenda gatumbula ebyobulamu tugenda bikwatako twaffe n'abalina ambulera bonna akalulunga 15 January. Mr. President, kusuubiza siri kukiririra siri kulyamu lukwe ate kyebatusomesa nakibatu byomuwonera Chagulanyi.
Chagulanyi urged residents to vote for him and the umbrella symbol, calling on supporters to mobilize door-to-door and share NUP's message of change.
Mutambulenju kunju nga mwogera n'abantu bannange kino tusobola okikola. Kwata essimu eyo tandikira ku maama wo bataata wo bajjajja omukubire omunnyonnyole waayo obudde muganda wange essimu eyo giteekemu obudde.
He promised a servant leadership focused on peace, modern infrastructure, free education, and well-equipped hospitals.
Ministry of Health has acquired 11 new tuberculosis mobile clinics. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Diana Twine, says that the ministry will reach Ugandans who can't reach health facilities.
According to Ministry of Health, tuberculosis remains a public health challenge, with an estimated 250 people falling ill and 30 dying each day. Ministry of Health, through the Global Fund initiative, has purchased 11 mobile tuberculosis clinics and 14 mini portable X-ray kits.
Support is from the Global Fund and the Ministry of Health taking lead in procurement of these items. So we are grateful to our partners, the Global Fund, that has enabled this to happen. So all 16 regional referral hospitals in the country have this equipment.
The mobile clinics will be distributed to referral hospitals and mini X-ray machines to grade 4 hospitals. The Commissioner for Communicable Diseases, Dr. Stavia, says this will help them reach more patients across the country.
It is going to help us to reach the places, remote places where people cannot come easily to our hospitals where we do X-ray screening for TB.
The machines are powered by solar energy and equipped with functional laboratories for screening, embedded with artificial intelligence to detect other chest infections other than tuberculosis.
So far we had 5. 3 were deployed in the 3 regional referral hospitals and 2 were operating at the center here. But now this 11 adding 5, that will give us 16 mobile labs that will help us to mop
other digital X-ray equipment in over 70 districts across the country. So when you add these 16 equipment, you reach over 90 systems that are available to us to screen for TB and other health conditions.
Ambassador William Pope says this is part of United States' first global health strategy to prioritize self-reliance, global health, and endurable systems.
Earlier this year, the United States government provided 48 of these digital X-ray units to the Ministry of Health. And these machines have already helped screen over 150,000 people and identify more than 4,600 TB cases for timely treatment.
This initiative follows a recent signing of a $2.3 billion memorandum of understanding on health cooperation between United States and Uganda. Pauline Ongoet for UBC.
The Uganda police have issued the security advisory ahead of the festive season celebrations covering public safety, traffic management, and the organization of public events. The Traffic Directorate has launched an operation dubbed Arrive Alive to ensure road safety during this festive period.
As the year draws to a close, Uganda police have released guidelines to safeguard the public throughout the end of year celebrations.
To report suspicious persons and movements. There are some suspicious characters usually in our neighborhoods. Sometimes when you share critical information with the police, we tend to carry out targeted and intelligence-led operations which yield good results. And we keep these wrong elements at bay through the festive season.
Police warn concert organizers against deceptive advertising, noting that failure to meet revelers' expectations can result in overcrowding and stampedes.
So the people sit, wait for a popular musician. The musician ends up not turning up. So what do? They destroy chairs and all sorts of furniture, and at times throw things up and down, projectiles. Before you realize, a person has lost an eye.
The advisory also extends to religious leaders planning crossover night prayers to adhere to safety guidelines.
People go to pray those overnights. Not everybody goes there for good reasons. So sometimes you need to come in and plan. There was even a time, I can't recall exactly when a child disappeared and ended up in a case of a ritual sacrifice.
Meanwhile, the traffic police have launched an operation Arrive Alive and have deployed breathalyzers known as Kaunyemu at various checkpoints to curb incidents of drunk driving.
The Directorate of Traffic and Road Safety has intensified operations aimed at ensuring a safe and enjoyable festive period for all road users. These operations, codenamed Arrive Alive, are being conducted countrywide to curb road crashes and enforce compliance with traffic rules and regulations.
Police territorial commanders have been directed to reinforce district security committees. Abdul Nasele Lukomwa and Rogers Komagum.
Complaints related to land grabbing, delayed justice and corruption dominated discussions during the National Court Open Day. The event, which attracted litigants from different parts of the country, provided a platform for court users to engage directly with judicial officers.
The judiciary has held the second National Court Open Day session to improve service delivery and strengthen public confidence in the justice system. The event at Kolo Penny's grounds in Kampala was presided by a procession from the judiciary headquarters involving judicial officers and various stakeholders within the justice, law and order sector. During the engagement, litigants raised concern, including land-related disputes, delayed disposal of cases, and the alleged corruption within the justice system.
Omulamuzi Chief Magistrate Gwebaita Stella Maris Amabilis anfuukide ekizibu mu kkooti eyo olw'omusango gwe nawaaba gwa attempted murder n'aguvuruga neneekubira enduulu mu mawulire neneekubira enduulu mu bitongole byonna bya gavumenti naye sifunye okuyambibwa.
Omusango gwagenda ne gutuuka mu kkooti naye nagwo ne ndaba nga baguvunvubika kubanga omulamuzi asooka n'aŋŋamba nti nawaaba awatasaana okuwaabibwa. Omwaka mulamba n'ekitundu mpulira nkooye nga siina nawe nkooyera mbeera ne ku kkubo kati maze ebbanga mulago nga mwensula.
Court users also complained about delayed judgments and alleged collusion between court officials and respondents.
Ng'omulamuzi ono Fiona Birungi yagala okukola judgment n'akola discharge order ng'agamba two parties reconciled and Nambasa has been given money and also has signed the acknowledgement receipt.
Ebitaliwo nagobebwa mu maka myaka 10 okuva nga 26 ogw'omunaana 2015 kooti zimbuzaabuza ofisi zimbuzaabuza
bali ettaka gye bali balitaakako ebyapa ate nga bempoza nabo baleeta abasubiya ne bakola ki batandika okukola ebintu byabwe kubanga mulimu corruption. I don't know.
The Chief Justice, represented by the Deputy Chief Justice, Dr. Flavian Zaija, encouraged the public to raise concerns within the judiciary to improve service delivery.
Both justices of the Supreme Court are working tooth and nail to ensure that indiscipline, tardiness, and any other negative practices are stamped out of the judiciary. Increased demand for judicial services calls for more resources and more innovations. In spite of these challenges we have encountered, I want to assure the people of Uganda that the judiciary is committed to administer justice efficiently.
Nzaija reiterated the judiciary's commitment to delivering better and more efficient services to the public, despite existing challenges facing the institution.
We have consequently operationalized a number of high court circuits at Kitgum, Kasese, Patongo, Rugazi, and Kumi, as well as a number of chief magistrate and magistrate courts. This has eased access to court services.
The principal judge, Lady Justice Jane Francis Abodo, called upon the public to embrace court open days as a way of enhancing transparency and accountability.
The core purpose of this open day is to demystify the operations of the judiciary, to create a safe and open space for free interaction between the public and the judicial officers, to allow you to seek clarification on processes and to gather your valuable feedback on your experiences with the justice system.
Deborah Namamonde, Viola Nansubuga, UBC News.
We're taking a short break. Thank you so much for watching.
The program has met our expectations in that it has been able to give us business.
They gave us a contract where we did a renovation at their head office.
MTN trained us in their procurement process and also the IT technology.
I was struggling with managing the finances of the company. So when I went for that training, I was able to improve in financial literacy and management.
Are you a female entrepreneur looking to do business with MTN? Log on to www.mtn.co.ug/AWE. Together, our progress is unstoppable.
Kabogos, where are you coming from?
From NSSF.
NSSF? You traveled all the way from Namagund to get NSSF services. Rekanawe. You work on the area. NSSF is now everywhere. Come on, I show you. You can register for NSSF. I'll contribute to your Simate life. Now deep down in the Barara. Make NSSF payments. No hala okubekarangala. NSSF sure is not far. But tomorrow kuhika gotido. Enjoy NSSF from where you are.
Access NSSF services right where you live. With over 20,000 quick teller agents across Uganda, now you can conveniently register yourself, make NSSF payments and contributions to your Smart Life account, Jubira. NSSF, a better life.
Starting with 100,000 shillings, you begin building real financial strength, because wealth doesn't just happen, you build it. And the ones who start early end up ahead. Every deposit, every month, every little increase. This is how your money grows into wealth. Put your money to work with the experts at SBG Securities. Partner with us today on your investment journey.
SBG Securities. Keep growing for you, for them, forever.
We thank you so much for watching and welcome back from the break. The Uganda Land Commission has launched a nationwide exercise to update and digitize the inventory of all government-owned land to create a more comprehensive, verified and fully digitized record of government land. Commissioner Tom John Fisher says that the initiative protects public property from encroachment, ensuring proper management of state land.
The absence of an accurate inventory has exposed public land to fraud and abuse.
We are talking about all land that is being managed or being held by all the ministries, all the departments, all the agencies of government.
Government has updated an inventory of government land to create a comprehensive and fully digitized record of all government land.
There is a big problem now, as we talk, in this distinguishing between land that is owned by government, which is managed by the commission, land that is under the Uganda Land Board, and land that is under the authorities like the local governments and the cities. So because of that lack of accuracy in the boundaries and extent of the land and the jurisdiction of each of these bodies, there have always been many problems. And therefore, this inventory will also help us to deal and mitigate against double titling or multiple titling of land, and also multiple or double allocations.
The exercise will begin with 16 cities and major municipalities across the country.
Illegal. And as a commission, we have decided that we are going to undertake a process of identifying all these wrongfully awarded freehold titles all over the country, and we are going to cross or cancel all of them. We shall cancel all these freehold titles that were awarded or allocated wrongfully, and we shall help the owners or the lessees to regularize. Regularization here would mean that help them apply to the right authority and get the grant and the lease from Uganda Land Commission that is mandated to handle and allocate such land.
Key objectives of this exercise is to resolve long-standing land disputes and reduce encroachment on government land, among others, says Commissioner Kasenge John Fisher.
Whoever is on government land after formalizing ownership and getting registered as the owner, holding lease, they should be paying the annual ground rent.
All individuals and entities holding leases on government land will be required to provide details for transparency.
The Uganda Christian University has kicked off preparations to host the 2026 Uganda Matters Day celebrations at the Anglican site, signaling early readiness for one of the country's largest religious events. Addressing the media, the organizing committee says that a series of intensive planning meetings will begin to ensure a smooth and successful celebrations. Matters Day celebrations will be held under the theme, Christ our Peace, Breaking the Walls, Healing the Nation.
Warmly receive the opportunity to lead this celebration, and we are ready. We are ready to make sure that this will be a blessed celebration 2026.
The guiding theme for the year's celebrations and for the day itself will be Christ our Peace, Breaking the Walls, Healing the Nation. That is drawn from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 14. For he himself is our peace. And why Christ our peace, and why now? Our country carries many visible and invisible wounds. Many Ugandans are struggling with the cost of living and daily survival, worried about jobs, especially for the young people, carrying pain from broken families and strained relationships.
There also challenges us as we teach young people, as we form young people. How do we form them? How do we inspire them to live for a higher calling in their lives? How do we teach them the values of sacrifice for a bigger calling? Our sports facilities are almost ready. We have spruced them up. If you look at our basketball, volleyball, netball, and other facilities, the football pitches, we have given them a touch. They now look very nice. So we are ready to host those. We shall be keeping you posted. We invite all universities in Uganda that have not yet confirmed to do so.
Usually it's only those of us who can ably see who engage, but this time round we have goal ball that we have prepared to engage those who are visually impaired so that they are also part of the games. But in addition to that, there are about 19 different sports activities that the participants will be engaging in. Amen.
Mitana municipalities say that the NRM government Youth-Made program has improved municipality roads. The program under the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Mitana roads will be improved, put street lights, walkways for pedestrians, among others.
As Mitana municipality residents and the district at large are in preparations for the presidential campaigns of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni due on 17th December 2025, they are also grateful to the NRM government for the Uganda Cities and Municipality Infrastructure Development Program aimed at improving the municipality roads.
We want to give credit where it is due to the Honourable Minister Judith Nabakova and of course to the Mayor of the municipality, Mr. Mukambwe. He's only falling short of appreciating that it is the government of Uganda which is actually doing that. Wherever I've heard him talk in a number of places, a number of times, he does not actually mention that it's the government of His Excellency the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni which is going to work on the roads in Mitana.
This program under the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, various cities and municipalities across the country have benefited. However, Mitana municipality residents are appealing to the government to emphasize compensation of those whose properties were destroyed.
Some people have been affected by this new development, like Haji Kamada, whose perimeter wall has been destroyed by this upcoming development. So we should really look into that and we see how he can be compensated.
Tusaba bannayuganda abayononewa ebintu byabwe wano mu kibuga wakati Mityana gamba nga bali menguudo waliwo ennyumba ezimu ezayononeka ebisenge byagwira amayumba. Tusaba gavumenti abantu abo bayononewa ebintu byabwe tulanga musiraamu wali wansi mu koona babenga basasulwa ebintu byabwe bangi.
Haj Kamadabyansi, one of the residents on Taban Road in Tiana municipality, his house was destroyed by the Enago contractors during the bush clearing exercise.
Ensobi yali yaabwe tewaliwo kye bataalaba naye buli kasoora batugamba bagenda tusalako bagenda kutusasula banjijja wano mu maka gange bantutte ku ofiisi zaabwe eziri e Kampala ku ofiisi zaabwe eza Enago banjijjeewo bantutte mu Sanira mu nshuwarensi zaabwe.
The NRM flag bearer for LC5 in Tiana district, Joseph Luzige, commended government through the UCMID program for putting emphasis on improving the Tiana municipality roads and cautioned the opposition politician against sabotaging government programs.
I urge all the Tiana voters to vote His Excellency the President and those people who actually are going to bring development to this area, especially the NRM candidates and myself.
The Uganda Cities and Municipality Infrastructure Development Program is a government initiative under the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development aimed at improving cities and municipality roads across the country.
Blue Christmas is near. Spread the festive cheer all December with great deals right here. Shop online with Market by Momo. We deliver. Log on to market.momo.africa. Use the MyMTN app or the new Momo app to register and shop online. Market by Momo is from MTN and powered by MasterCard.
This is our home, our land, our Uganda. From the rolling hills to the busy streets, from the farmers in the fields to the students in classrooms, we are one people. Elections are a time to choose our leaders, not to fight our brothers and sisters. When violence enters the ballot box, the future of our country is wounded. But when peace leads the way, our nation grows stronger. On election day, choose unity over diversion, respect over hatred, and dialogue over distraction. Love your country, protect your fellow citizens, stand for peace, and say no to electoral violence. This message is brought to you by the Global Election Observation Mission, GEOM, in partnership with the Uganda Electoral Commission. Informed citizens, strong nation.
Power your moment. Techno, the global partner of AFCON 2025.
UBC Business News tonight. Downtown Kampala is buzzing with the Christmas spirit as crowds fill the streets to enjoy festive decorations and seasonal discounts. Shops are busy with visitors, although traders say that actual purchases remain lower than expected. Nalusiba Winnie was downtown Kampala.
Downtown is alive with Christmas spirit. Streets are decorated with sparkling lights, colorful ornaments, and towering Christmas trees. Every corner seems attractive to visitors who capture photos to enjoy the festive atmosphere. Crowds are drawn by decorations, seasonal sales, and discounts in shops. Families, friends, and tourists are moving through the swarming streets. But traders note a concerning trade, where actual purchases remain lower than expected. Shop owners say that the people are reluctant to spend heavily despite discounts and promotions.
December nabadde tatuyisiza bubi bakasoma bagezezzaako okolaki okujja okutuwagirako naye abantu baffe sente zakenderamuuko bagula sente ntono naye nga badde bagezezzaako okujjumbira okutuwagirako okwo. Tubagaliza ennaku enkulu muziyite mu bulungi n'ennaku z'obululu muziyite mu bulungi.
Some retailers still hope that sales will pick up as Christmas approaches. But for now, the high foot traffic has not translated into high revenue.
engeri twakitambuza mu maaso osanga binakyukira mu maaso naye obudde buno embeera ebadde eriwo abantu bangi naye bagula kitono.
They urge shoppers to take advantage of ongoing offers, stressing that festive discounts are still available on a wide range of items.
Tuli mu Christmas season naye ndaba abantu baddukira nnyo mu byalo bagenda mu byalo ate nga twalese bino bya Christmas decoration nga tusuubira abantu bagenda tugulako naye ate ndaba bali mu kugenda mu byalo kati awo simanyi naffe kyakukola kyetulina okukola twasazeewo abantu tubasalireko ku bbeeyi y'ebintu basobole oba agenda mu kyalo oba asigala mu tawuni asobole okuba kyagula buli omu ne ssente ze aba asobola okugula.
Nals Bawini reporting from downtown.
Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries has distributed over 20,000 litres of deltamethrin valued at 2.4 billion shillings to control tsetse and reduce trypanosomiasis infections in livestock. State Minister for Animal Industry, Bright Ramidama, said that trypanosomiasis poses a serious threat to both livestock and human health, a situation that continues to raise concern in government.
Trypanosomiasis is a barrier to national livestock production and productivity. The disease also affects wildlife conservation and has affected the tourism sector.
Basin, we cover Victoria Basin, we cover northern Uganda, and we have a challenge here. That's why government is doing all this. We have two forms of trypanosomiasis. We have the acute form and the chronic form. And there has been a threat of merger. If these two merge, then we have a problem, a hopeless situation. So that's why government is intervening so that the farmers can adopt it. And that's why it is necessary to control livestock movement in this country.
The vaccine has been distributed to high-risk regions, including Ankole, Buganda, Teso, and other affected areas.
Continue doing this annually to suppress the vector and also the disease, to see that the livestock keepers and the communities and the people are free from sleeping sickness and nagana. You may not be hearing about sleeping sickness and nagana so much. It is because of the efforts the Ministry of Agriculture is doing and the government to make sure that we continue making interventions to control the disease and the vector to ensure that we don't get any resurgence.
The dangers of trypanosomiasis infection include death of young livestock, reduced milk production, and financial losses to farmers.
There is a death of the cattle, there is a reduction in milk production, there is a reduction in meat production, the carcass weight of the animal, and also the drought power of the animals that are used for plowing, the oxen, goes low because the animal becomes very weak to plow the gardens. So this poses a danger of economic loss, food and nutritional security, and many other issues.
Trypanosomiasis is a vector-borne disease transmitted by tsetse flies. It affects humans, livestock, and wildlife.
The Uganda Electricity Distribution Company has secured $50 million loan from Absa Bank to improve electricity reliability through network upgrades and the construction of new substations to expand coverage. The Managing Director, Paul Mwesigwa, says that the current electricity distribution network is no longer sufficient to sustain the country's power demand.
Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited has acquired $50 million facility equivalent to about Ugandan shillings 190 billion in response to public outcry over unreliable electricity supply.
Is very much needed so that we can repair the network, so that we can expand the network, so that we can increase our outreach and make sure that we serve the people of Uganda, and in serving them, we also support government in developing the economy.
Electricity is one of those things that's going to drive the development of Uganda, drive the development of its industries. And by partnering and supporting UEDCL, we are in effect also partnering and supporting Uganda as a country. So that is our motivation.
The financing comes at a time when the public continues to experience frequent power interruptions. UEDCL plans to upgrade the distribution network, replace overloaded and depleted transformers, and construction of new substations.
We have to appreciate that currently the energy supply that we are supplying increased based on the optimization of the network. We've seen an increase in the power supply from jumping by 13% from 986 megawatt to a maximum of 1,115. At the same time, the patches that we make to transmission have also increased.
UEDCL received a no objection from its primary stakeholders, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development and the Ministry of Finance. The domestic loan was acquired at a lower interest rate of 8% and it is payable over a 5-year period.
We've just done our 5-year strategic plan. The network needs about $995 million in the next 5 years. However, this is a starting point. Starting with 50 is good, but we shall need more and more.
Uganda's electricity sector continues to experience suppressed demand while government faces funding constraints in meeting distribution costs. UDCL has, however, expressed confidence that the investment will stabilize electricity supply within 2 years. Komagum Rogers and Abdul Nasir Lukomwa for UBC.
Ugandans have been urged to acquire practical livelihoods and technical skills instead of relying on academic qualifications. This comes at a time when the artificial intelligence and rapid technological advancement are transforming the job market.
The call was made during a stakeholder engagement at 8 Tech Consults in Kasangati, Nangabo Sub-County, Wakiso District. The meeting explored ways how technology can be effectively applied to improve productivity, create employment opportunities, and service delivery.
Just as our custom towards the end of the year, we have a partners stakeholder engagement where we share the success stories of the year, but also we plan the years ahead.
Participants highlighted how technology has improved farming solutions through smart agriculture, as well as the use of data systems to support people with disabilities.
We have an e-agriculture academy. So on the agriculture academy, you can find there all solutions to do with any enterprise, be it passion, be it forestry, be it aqua, any enterprise you choose, content is there.
We've trained in excess of about 50,000 persons with disabilities, helping them to acquire very critical livelihood digital skills to enable them to participate in the digital economy and be able to improve their quality of life.
There were concerns that technology could render traditional services irrelevant or reduce reliance on physical manpower. Tech Consultants Chief Technology Officer Dr. Drake Mirembe says, in the digital age, acquiring practical technical skills and availability of locally stored data will safeguard Uganda's workforce.
AI will not replace you if you hold the domain, what you call domain expertise. AI will not replace a surgeon. It can aid you, but cannot replace a surgeon. AI can help a judge make informed decisions, but may not completely eliminate a judge. We have to build products and solutions that actually use AI. We have to improve data capabilities so that our data is available to help us consume the AI.
Institutions like Uganda Communications Commission and the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance need to intensify capacity building and awareness.
Many people, the challenge has been language barrier, but also awareness at the same time. Many of the persons with disabilities in the villages, even the farmers themselves, language barrier. We need more funders to come on board because persons with disabilities, number one, they want assistive technologies, which are expensive. So UCC alone cannot fund assistive technologies.
We are looking at ensuring that in every household, a service provided by AidTech is available and can be accessed by either the young, the old, the lame, everybody.
Rebecca Natongo, Susan Nabugude for UBC News.
That was
Starting with 100,000 shillings, you begin building real financial strength because wealth doesn't just happen, you build it. And the ones who start early end up ahead. Every deposit, every month, every little increase. This is how your money grows into wealth. Put your money to work with the experts at SBG Securities. Partner with us today on your investment journey.
SBG Securities. Keep growing for you, for them, forever.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Ugandan swimmers closed the 2025 swimming season in emphatic style after outstanding performances at the Jaguar Sprint Swimming Gala held in Bweyogerere over the weekend.
Ugandan swimmers closed the 2025 swimming season in emphatic style after outstanding performances at the Jaguar Sprint Swimming Gala held in Bweyogerere over the weekend.
Uganda work hard to rock with our and welcome to Jaguar Springs.
The high-energy meet brought together the country's top talent with speed, precision, and competition lighting up the pool. Athletes battled it out in explosive 50-meter races across all four strokes that thrilled fans and officials alike. Among the outstanding performers were Gabriel Opolot, Manuel Semanda, Blessing Namuga, Zara Mbanga, Larry Finney and Ashley Chimuli, who dominated their races and proved their class at the season's end. First-place finishers walked away with cash prizes, a reward that added extra motivation and intensity to the competition.
And what I don't like about the cash prizes is that my teammate Austin, who came second place, hasn't gotten anything, yet he has worked so hard. So I feel like the next Jaguar Gala, they should add a cash prize for second and third place.
Today is actually the first time having a gala that has finals, because usually we have like galas that have like just swim and like the results just come up and we're like done. But it's like a first gala I'm swimming and like there's the semi-finals and then finals.
One thing that didn't make me happy in some sense was it being an event that has many kids. Many of these kids really love medals and they need medals to motivate them the most. So I think in our next plan, I guess we should award first, second and third.
I liked the fact that people were putting in a lot of effort because they wanted to get their money.
Swimmers welcomed their incentives as a boost for performance and preparation. With 2025 wrapped up successfully, athletes now head into a 2-month break before returning stronger for a busy and competitive 2026 season. Marshamiro Victor, UBC News.
The Uganda Cranes played out a hard-fought draw in an international friendly as preparations for the Africa Cup of Nations continue to gather pace, with attention now firmly shifting to the next test against Gabon. The match offered head coach Paul Put a valuable opportunity to assess his squad under competitive conditions. Uganda will now turn their focus to Gabon, a side known for its physical strength and attacking pedigree. For the Cranes, the Gabon friendly will be the final opportunity to sharpen combinations, improve match fitness, and simulate AFCON level intensity. The coaching staff is expected to rotate the squad, giving minutes to key players while managing workload. While results in friendlies are secondary, the performances against strong oppositions like Gabon will offer crucial indicators of readiness as Uganda builds towards AFCON campaign. And that brings us to the end of all we had for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. We wish you the best of the night. Bye-bye.